Okay, so for part C here, when this block hits the floor, it's coming down at this angle here, right? So because it's coming down at the angle, remember we have, whenever you have a vector at an angle, what do you have to do? Resolve it into its components. The components here are going to be in the x direction and the y direction, of course. And when I draw this this thing to scale, take my time with it. There we go. Draw my vector to scale. Now I can look at my x and y components. What are the x, y components of this? Where the magnitude of this vector was 5 meters per second. That's 5. Then that means we're going to go down 3 and to the right 4. 3, 4, 5, triangle. I knew that was happening because my hypotenuse was 5 and this is a right triangle, so it's going to be a 3, 4, 5 triangle. Great, so now what? So when the block hits the floor, it's going in this direction. This vertical velocity is hitting the ground and it's going away. That's the sound. That's the dissipated energy. That vertical velocity component is going to be sent off as sound. Then, what are we left over with? So if the 3 meters per second downward is gone, all I'm left over with is that 4 meters per second to the right. So that's it. How much energy is lost to your impact with the floor? Well, now we can figure out what is our kinetic energy after we've hit the floor and we've started sliding. It's going to be 1/2 mv squared, where v is 4. So that's 16 and then times 5. So my kinetic energy after it's hit the floor and started sliding is going to be 80 joules. Well, what was it before? Before it hit, remember we had our velocity of 5. So this is my final kinetic energy. My initial kinetic energy is going to be 1/2 m, so it's going to be 5, times 5 squared, which we know is 25. So my initial kinetic energy is 125 joules. I have lost 45 joules of energy. Just gone to sound. Could be a big sound, right? 45 joules of energy. Whenever you hear a sound, that is energy being dissipated. Energy being lost from one system, being sent out to another system.